In this video, we're going to take a look at a command that provides you with some basic information relating to the performance of your Chrome OS device. Uptime is a command present in all Unix and Linux operating systems, which when run on a Chromebook will provide us with a snapshot of information telling us how hard the computer's system resources have been working. In order to run this command, we need to load the Chrome OS shell, which is also referred to as crush. To do this, we need to press and hold down the Ctrl and Alt keys, and then press T on the keyboard. When the Chrome OS shell opens, you will be presented with a command prompt. At the command prompt, type Uptime. When you press Enter on the keyboard, you are presented with a single line of information which relates to how hard your computer is working. If we start on the left side, the first piece of information is simply a timestamp telling us the point at which we ran the uptime command. Next, we have uptime, which is how long the computer has been running for. You can see in this example, our Chromebook has been running for 34 minutes. Users should show the number of users who are currently running processes on the computer. However, as you can see in this example, our Chromebook is reporting that no users are currently running any processes. As we know this information can't be correct, we suspect that the anomaly is either a bug or a deliberate decision made by Google. So if you need to see which users are running what processes, you can find that information if you run the command top. We'll be taking a look at top in more detail in our next video. Finally, we have load average, which is a measurement of how hard the computer system is working. You can see that we have 3 readings divided by commas. These represent 3 readings for the load average using the time periods 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. As a general rule of thumb, the lower the number the better, and ideally you do not want the load average number to spike above 1.00, as this indicates that 100% of the computer's processor is being used. However, looking at the load average on this computer, you can see that the reading after 1 minute is 3.67, then after 5 minutes it is 2.04, and at 15 minutes it is 1.28, which are all numbers above the 1.00 limit I just identified. The reason these numbers are perfectly fine for the computer we are looking at in this example is that this computer is using a Rockchip 3288 CPU, which is a quad-core processor. So for this computer, as it has 4 CPUs, we don't want the load average to spike above 4.0. So if we were trying to use uptime to diagnose why this computer was not performing as we would expect, we would actually be more interested in if the computer was exceeding 4.0 at the 5 and 15 minute averages. If this was the case, then we would try and identify which processes were maxing out the computer's CPUs. Once the processes causing the issue have been identified, we can then decide what action, if any, need to be taken. To close the Chrome OS shell, we need to type exit at the command prompt. When we press enter on the keyboard, we are returned to the Chrome OS desktop.